Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? Hope you're doing fine and enjoying your online learning experience. As you all know, in grade 2 we are learning about forces and movement. So far we have learned about push and pull and friction also. Today we are going to do an overview of friction and a new force named gravity. Okay. In the last week, you learned what is a friction. Friction acts when two surfaces rub together. Have you ever noticed why a moving ball stops? Why bicycle stops when you stop pedaling? Naturally, there must be some forces that stop these moving objects. Since a force not only move an object but also stops moving object. Friction is that force that comes into action as soon as body is pushed or pulled over a surface. As you all know that force is a push or pull. It can make something start to move, slow down, or speed up, change the direction, or even change the shape and size. And we have also learned that the bigger the force, the more powerful it is. Wind is also a force, even biting, twisting, stretching, lifting, and lots of other things that we do every day are also forces. Every time something is happening, force is right there doing its work. Okay, as you can see in this picture, a ball is rolling on the floor and three forces are acting on it. We all love to play cricket, football and ball games. When something moves, there are a couple of forces involved. Well, when you hit the ball with the bat or your foot, uh, you push it or pull it and it starts moving forward. It's a push move. Okay, then the friction is slowing down the ball and gravity is pulling down the ball. So one action, three different forces. Amazing. In the previous example of ball, you have learned a word gravity. What is a gravity? Gravity is a force that makes everything falls towards the earth, or that the things that are pulled towards earth. Gravity is very important for us. We could not live on earth without it. The sun's gravity is keeping earth in its orbit, keeping us at comfortable distance to enjoy the sun's light and warmth. It holds up down the atmosphere and the air we need to breathe. Gravity is a Gravity is what holds our world together. Now we are going to read a story about Sir Isaac Newton to further explain all the forces. Okay, let's start the story. Hello, my name is Sir Isaac Newton. I am known as one of the best scientists in the world. Today I am here to show you how I discovered what is known as the law of gravitation. One day I was picking up apples from the tree and one fell off right on top of my head. I wondered what made this apple fall. I went back to my lab and discovered that the reason that apple fell is the same reason why the earth, the moon and all the other planets move. I discovered 7 different types of forces. A force is something that happens when you push or pull on an object, like how you would pull a wagon or push a friend on a swing. A friction is a force that happens when one object moves across another, like if you were to push a toy car across the floor. An air resistant force happens when a force acts on something moving in the air, like flying a plane. Tension force is a force that moves throughout the string or rope, like when you're playing tug of war with your friends. And a spring force happens when something flattens or stretches like a spring, like when you jump up or down on a trampoline. Now that we have gone through some of the different types of forces, let's talk about gravity. Gravity is a force applied when something is being pulled down, like when an apple falls from the tree. Gravity is what keeps us on the ground. Otherwise, we would all be living in the sky or floating in the sky. How crazy that would be. Sir Isaac is saying, I really hope that you have learned a thing or two about a force and motion from this book. Remember, force and motion is around us every day. Now, students, I am going to show you a clip from a movie. It's about what would happen if there is no gravity at all. This is a scene from a movie. They are in a spaceship. This is a scene from a movie. They are in a spaceship, and suddenly a computer system shut off and gravity lost. Gravity is lost. Okay, now look what's happening. Everything is starting to float. A man sleeping on his bed is floating also. All the things are floating. Water is also going up, and a lady is finding it hard to swim out because she is also floating. She can't get out from the bulb of water, and new water fall him. Suddenly a man woken up, and he think, whoa, what happened? I'm floating. Hope you have enjoyed the scene from the movie clip. I have told you that this topic gravity is not included in your book, so I have made a worksheet for you. You will do this worksheet online. There's no need to take a printout. Just do it on the online. You can write F for friction and G for gravity. There are different kinds of forces. You will write G or F for the forces, G for gravity, and F for friction. Hope you have enjoyed and hope you will